Yeah, I don't know what happens, man. It does that sometimes where it just like freezes up. And I saw what you said about going back to the home screen, but I'm not sure how to do that. Welcome back in, everybody. Hey, Dewana, how are you? I jumped on your live the other day when you were in the car with Marshall, and but it was glitched and frozen. So and we're back. Yes, Mary, we are. I don't know why it froze. It just completely froze up. Maybe doing it driving and all that stuff. Maybe it's just too ill. I think that's what that person said. Hey, Bruce, how's it going, man? Welcome in. Yeah, that's what somebody was in the chat and said you were in a bad spot. I ended up having to get back to work, but and then when I checked later, you weren't on there any longer. So yeah, YouTube is whack for sure. So ill and totally sick. I like living on the edge like that. You know what I'm saying? Dewana, how's Marshall doing? Bruce, I'm feeling a lot better now. Got a little bit of a residual cough that I'm still trying to shake, but I feel 1,000 times better. I'm glad I got better because my wife was going to end up killing me because I don't sit still. So she gets mad at me when I'm sick or hurt or whatever, and I don't sit still and I don't stop. Bad service closer to home. Oh, that's awesome. He's doing great. Awesome. Well, you guys may have bad reception close to home. We have bad reception everywhere up here, so. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me okay. Hopefully, it didn't freeze up again. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Any good shows? Well, yeah. Pure Alaska. Hello. Best show around. I know this scenery is not very beautiful. Old Anchorage here, so Good old Anchorage. Hey, hey Ben, does YouTube get weird about like so the other day, like when I was cutting up that meat, those roasts, and I was gonna had a bunch of roasts. We don't eat a whole lot of roasts, so I was gonna yeah, we're back, Jeremy. Sorry about that. It froze up. Was cutting up a bunch of roast and I was gonna grind it down into burger and stuff, but I wasn't sure if YouTube's weird about that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously, I know you can't, touch the guns and all that on the live, but I wasn't sure if, like, you were cutting up meat with a knife and all that stuff, if they were weird about that kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think processing an animal on a live probably get cut off, but yeah, I figured just like doing meat shouldn't be that bad. All of our homeless here on the corners, hanging out, asking for money. Yeah, I remember that one. I thought about that too. Um, I don't know if they, I don't know how much they showed of the actual processing, but a big drug problem. You know, I think there's a huge alcohol problem. Um, it's alcoholism is huge up here. Um, just a lot of people in the wintertime with the dark days, instead of being active and stuff, a lot of times people just kind of close themselves in their house and they drink all winter. So but they have it's amazing, Mary, that you know how expensive it is up here. You know what I mean? It's amazing how expensive it is up here and stuff. But still, it's obviously popular enough that they go through all the hassle of bringing it up here and stuff. Then they'll get it out to the villages and stuff like that, and the price just goes up more and more and more. It's crazy. A lot of drug and alcohol abuse. Yeah, outside of Chicago, where I had a good buddy of mine that was stationed in Great Lakes, and I went up there and visited him a couple times at the naval base. Yeah, Bruce, I my channel got hidden, and somehow, not sure how, so I kind of went in and I lost all my subscribers and all that stuff. But then I ended up getting everything back. So I went in and like cleaned all the mods out and all that stuff, and then they were saying that YouTube won't promote channels if there's a lot of mods in there and stuff. So I'm just kind of testing that algorithm to see how that works and stuff. So the stream jump backwards. Great mistakes, yes. I appreciate that, Bruce. We're gonna take a back way and try to miss all this freaking. Well, you guys probably laugh at me if I call this traffic rush hour. So it's probably a joke compared to what most of you guys are used to. But no, it's there's a few people that I left as mods just to have them in here, and they're the people that have been with me from like the get go. And like I said, I don't know that I'm noticing much of a difference having less mods and all that stuff. I mean, the real reason I did it originally was because of the channel getting hidden and some other weird stuff. So I think I had some people that I wrenched up that were going rogue on me, if you will. And yeah, I appreciate that, Ben. Or Bruce, sorry. I'm glad to be back, man. Glad to be back. Yeah, I know, Dewana. It's so I'm going down to next month. My daughter graduates from Arizona State, so we're flying down there just for a quick, fly in Friday, fly out Sunday kind of thing. And I'm not looking forward to Phoenix traffic, so um, I'll my daughter's used to drive now, so we're gonna go down there a couple days early, and we're gonna buy her a new car for graduation, and then after that I'm sitting in the back seat and she can chauffeur me around. So dad'll buy the car, and then she can chauffeur me around. So hey, Bruce, have a good night, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Yeah, dad can backseat drive. Yeah. My wife went down there on spring break, and they went car shopping, so she'd kind of have an idea of what she wanted and stuff. And my wife said she couldn't see straight after all the cars they'd looked at and stuff. She was, yeah, it is the one. It's one of those things where we're able to do it. So and they're all my kids are incredible people. They're good people. They work hard. So yeah, I'm excited about her graduating. See her take that next. So she's gonna take a year off. Um, I mean, she's gonna work and all that stuff, but so I'm gonna help her with rent and all that stuff. She's gonna stay in Phoenix and work and do some interning and stuff, and then she's gonna study for her MCATs and take her MCATs exam and apply for medical school. So, oh, that's awesome, Dewana. Yeah, it's nice. It's fun being able to do that stuff for your kids. You know what I mean? It's kind of our deal. What we did is pay for college, so they graduate debt free, which is a huge thing. I don't think a lot of kids realize nowadays what an incredible gift that is. There's so many people in college that are just, going into debt and stuff. So to be able to graduate debt free and, start life debt free, no college debt and stuff is pretty nice. So yeah, me too, Ben. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of all my kids. They're all doing incredible. Yeah, it is, Jeremy. So you could probably beat me in the head with a baseball bat and I wouldn't shed a tear. But, when it comes to my wife and kids, I flubber like a baby. It doesn't take much. So, but yeah, I'm not really, oh, I appreciate that, Ben. Yeah, their mom's a lot greater than I am, that's for sure. So, yeah, it's amazing how that happens, isn't it, Jeremy? So yeah, going to Arizona, I guess it's been pretty hot there. I don't do exceptionally well with the heat, obviously. So, not really looking forward to the heat. So, I'll be looking for air conditioning as often as I can. So, the cabin's coming along awesome. We're actually we have the Starlink out there, and it did okay, but it's hard to justify the price. Spending the $160 a month for for the Starlink just to have it for the remote cabin. So I've talked to a couple friends who have remote cabins in that same area, and they have a cell booster that they've all gotten that they say is great. So I've ordered that cell booster, so I'll get that up out there. So hopefully I'll be able to start doing lives out there while we're doing the inside. The outside of the cabin is done. So we're just working on. We got half the ceiling done inside with tongue and groove. We're doing tongue and groove wood for the ceiling. Hey, Niecy, love you, girl. How are you doing? So yeah, I want to start doing lives from the cabin and stuff, and things like that. So okay, so that guy was walking in the middle of the highway, obviously drunk or high or something, waving his arms around. So what was it? 2 weeks ago, I was driving home, and there was a guy that was walking on the shoulder of the road, and he was walking real close to the shoulder of the road on the highway here, almost in this same exact area. And I remember thinking, man, that guy's gonna get hit. And then I heard on the news the next morning that a guy got hit and killed, and it ended up, I know it was that same guy because it was in the same area. And I'm just like, man, sakes. Glad it's coming along. That was fun. Yeah, it was funny because Jackie's, she's never done the live before, and we started to do the live that one time until it cut out and stuff, and she actually seemed like she had a little fun. I think she had a couple drinks in her, but she said She said she had fun with it, so maybe she'll do some more lives with me. Yeah, I know, Jeremy. It's so many people get hit by cars and stuff up here because unfortunately we have a large homeless population, especially in Anchorage. And you know, somebody will be walking on the side of the road and they'll stumble out into the road and it's dark, and you know, unfortunately a car hits them, and you know, just a bad situation all the way around. So Miss Nisi, how are you feeling? What did Ben say? Oh, can't wait to see the cabin. Yeah, can't wait to show you guys. Excited about doing more of the lives and stuff like that out there. Yes, starting to, we'll get to the point where we can see some more mountains here in just a few minutes. So get out of this ugly city scenery. See more of the mountains. Nikki must have must have left. Man, I'm glad you guys can't see me. I cannot stop yawning. I'm running on about 2.5 hours sleep, and I just started yawning a little bit ago and can't stop yawning. Hey Mike, how's it going? Yes, they are. How are you doing, Mike? There he is. That's my bro. Cooking. What's going on, man? What's going on, my bro? That's my bro. Driving home. Did you see Pink Moon? No, I did not. We're starting to get into the longer days now, so it's not getting dark until later and later. And I was working like a crazy man last night and stuff, and then I went in and showered and then fell into the bed. So, and then was up 2.5 hours later. Doing fine, just chilling. Nice. Phone died, but I am back. Welcome back. Chilling out, cooking pork chops on live. Pop out. Heck yeah, man. You gonna be on for a little bit? See, man, that's the problem. I jump on the lives when you're cooking, and my mouth just starts watering, and for some reason I get hungry. Oh, yeah, no worries, Mike. Yeah, I'm gonna, when I jump off here, I'll see if you're still on and jump on there. Show you some love. There's Miss Nikki. How are you feeling? You got your phone plugged in, Ben? Charging it up? No, NC. It's about normal time. It's 4:30 here, so my app's gonna be showing. No, probably not. Yes, sir. Got it plugged in. Awesome. Be right back. Yeah, no worries, Jeremy. Appreciate it, brother. Got some 2 times. I might eat later. Nice. Charging off the laptop. Nice. Yes, 4:30 p.m. Can you see me? I cannot. For some reason, my sinuses decided they were just gonna get plugged up now. I have a premiere Rains Day video in about an hour. Oh, nice, dude. I'll definitely be checking that out for sure. I'm burning off my my winter fluff, Nisi. Getting my cuts back. So try not to miss your own premiere again. I think because it's supposedly too. Oh, really? Huh? Too spicy? Huh? Yeah, get some sleep, sweetheart. I bet you are. I hope you get some sleep and get to feeling better. There's Miss Alice. Welcome in, Miss Alice. How are you? Hey, Rabbit. How's it going? Yeah, I don't know what happened. My channel got hidden somehow and lost subscribers and all that, but I ended up getting everything back. It just took like a week. So I am back at it. How are you feeling, Alice? Are you feeling any better? I appreciate you stopping in, Rabbit, and showing love, man. I appreciate that a lot. Miss Mary needs subs. Hey, Mary, can you put your at in the address? You guys feel free to put your channels, your at channel name or whatever, so people can subscribe and everything to you guys. Yeah, my sinuses just, and I got a bit of a cough. Just doesn't want to give up, Alice. But I feel a lot better though. So definitely feel a lot better. Got home just in time. Well, I'm glad you're on. Hey, Mary, are you still in here? For a sneak peek. Yeah, she was, I had to get better. I think she was going to kill me. So, beer on the bench. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, thanks, Alice. Like I said, all you guys feel free to drop your channels. We're all about promoting some people with some great channels in here. And music. Nice. I think I'm subbed to Mary on all 5 of my channels. But I'll have to check afterwards and see. Got everyone. All right. glad the weather finally broke today. We were getting snow, and it would snow like crazy, then it would melt and snow and melt, and cold and windy, and it's like, good grief, man. And finally today it finally broke, so hopefully we're gonna get spring going. Yeah, that's why everyone's sick. Yeah, it's Mother Nature can't make up her mind. Where are you at again, Mike? I can't remember. Sorry. Ben, you're not sick because you're Superman, brother. Seattle, that's right. Okay. You know what? I'm going to pull off here for a second because I was thinking about Miss Alice the other day. I pulled off here, and then I ended up seeing some moose walking down the power line. 2 moose, as a matter of fact. And I was going to go live, but I didn't. So I'm just going to drive this power line real quick and see if I see any moose. Mommy says you're special. Pardon me if I'm missing comments. I'm looking down in this. Hey, Maggie, how are you? We're searching for moose. Not seeing anything. I'm going to turn down this road here and see if. Looking for moose, Mary. We had the other day. We had a couple of moose down on the power line here. So I was just looking to see if they were still there, which I don't see them down there. I just want to peek down this power line real quick. I don't see any down there either. Of course not. That would be too easy. That would be too easy. Oh, of course, Alice. Gotta try to find the moose for you. I'm gonna kind of cruise slow here, see if I see one while we're driving here. No, Niecy, it's not. I'm in my work truck. as long as they don't hide from it. All right. No moosies. Switch them. They were further back where we were, where I was driving earlier, but I saw a couple, but they weren't anywhere where there was nowhere for me to be able to pull off to get them on film and stuff. It is, Maggie. It is absolutely beautiful. So my son went skiing at down where I started my live earlier, down on the Turning an Arm. There's a ski resort there called Alyeska, and my son skis there all the time. And he said apparently over the weekend they got over 100 inches of snow up on the mountain. I was like, good grief, man. Yeah, that's what I said, Alice. That's what I said, Mike. Like, yeah, wow. That's a lot of snow. Little over 8 feet. Sorry, don't mean to yawn on you guys. Oh yeah, Alice. Yeah, that's the one on the mountains. Yep. When we head to the Kenai Peninsula, that's the one we pass. I'm gonna get around this bus so he's not blocking our view. It's a lot of snow cones. Yeah, it is. Hey Cheryl, how are you? Sorry, I had a phone call coming in, work call. I'm gonna have to call him back here in a minute. Somebody said, what part of Alaska is this? Pooh, this is just outside of Wasilla, Alaska. How are you, Cheryl?